Bill O'Reilly is just really, really mad. He's very, very angry about a new piece out from the New York Times that describes how he settled a $32 million sexual harassment case a month before he signed on to a new contract with Fox News. According to the report, the network's parent company, 21st Century Fox, acknowledges that it had been aware of the woman's complaints about Mr. O'Reilly before signing that contract. Now, these allegations included repeat harassment, non-consensual sexual relationship, and the sending of gay pornography and other sexually explicit material to her, according to people briefed in the matter. So, look, already, like, we know O'Reilly's fucking gross. He's a disgusting person. Now, I'm not saying that because, oh, he sent gay porn to her. No, I don't care. Like, whatever, right? The real problem, the thing that makes him disgusting, is that this is non-consensual. You're talking about a non-consensual sexual relationship. That is gross. And obviously his use of power and authority to try and get women to sleep with him. Again, super, super gross. I mean, we have a word for sexual relationships that happen to be non-consensual. We call that rape. Anyway, now the report also says that Rupert Murdoch and his sons, Lachlan and James, the top executives at 21st Century Fox, made a business calculation to stand by Mr. O'Reilly despite his most recent and potentially most explosive harassment dispute. And right there, that kind of shows you the values of 21st Century Fox in a nutshell. Hey man, it was just too good a business to allow an accused a serial sexual harasser to not stay on the air. Like, we've got to have him. We've got to have him on the air. He's worth too much. He brings in millions and millions of dollars, so we're going to stand by him. It's a business calculation. Now, I do have to ask, are those kind of values, since we see Fox's values, right? All they care about is money. Are those the values of people who actually watch Bill O'Reilly? I hope not. I hope not. Now, Bill O'Reilly did, of course, later on get booted, as we know, thanks to another business calculation. They were losing advertisers thanks to the 5 other sexual harassment allegations that the New York Times also reported on back in April. Now, about the same time, the O'Reilly settlements arose as an issue in 21st Century Fox's attempt to buy the European satellite company Sky. So they made, again, a business calculation that, oh man, O'Reilly's going to cost us this merger, this acquisition under British law. We can't do that. I mean, we really want to buy that so we can spread more propaganda. Sorry, Bill. Business calculation. You understand. Now again, so speaking of business, right? This business calculation from Fox, they stood by a guy who had racked up, as far as we know, $45 million in settlements to women that he allegedly sexually harassed. So that deal to acquire Sky News, or Sky, that had to have cost way, way more than that $45 million. It would have been worth way, way more than that $45 million. Now, let's go to some of the settlements here, right? Now, the newest settlement for $32 million was awarded to a woman named Liz Wheel. Now, Wheel started making regular appearances on Mr. O'Reilly's show in 2001, when she joined Fox News as a legal analyst. During a segment in September of that year, Mr. O'Reilly announced that Ms. Wheel had landed a job at the network and that she owed him. He said, quote, "Hey, you know, Liz, I got you this job. You know that." "I know you did. I know," she replied. "So you owe me. You owe me big." And I think she caught on to what he was referring to, because her response to that was, no, no, no. To him, it was, yes, 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 you owe me or you're not going to work in this town. It's the same MO as Roger Ailes. Again, he created Fox News from the beginning. So that culture that Bill O'Reilly was perpetrating, that was the culture of Fox News. No, you're a woman, you sleep with me, and then I get you a job. It's gross and disgusting. Now, Mr. O'Reilly also made suggested remarks to Ms. Wheel on the air. During one segment on his radio show in 2005 about a strip club, he suggested that she learn how to dance for a $10,000 tip. Now, after that, Wheel threatened to file harassment charges, and she started going through the motions. However, her and O'Reilly eventually came to a deal. Now, get a load of this deal. According to a copy of the term sheet for the agreement that was sent anonymously to the Times and confirmed by the people briefed on the settlement, dated January 7th, it called for Miss Wheel to be paid over a period of time to ensure her silence. Here's your hush money. In return, she agreed not to sue Mr. O'Reilly, Fox News, or 21st Century Fox. And all photos, text messages, and other communications between the two would be destroyed. Now, keep that in mind. That last part, very, very important. Now, after this broke, Bill O'Reilly obviously came out and said, oh, no, there's absolutely no merit behind these accusations. All it is a political smear job. Here come the smear merchants, and they're trying to take me down. And he said, quote, this is politically and financially motivated, and we can prove it with shocking information. But, and here comes the but, there's always a but, I'm not going to sit here in a courtroom for a year and a half and let my kids get beaten up every single day of their lives by a tabloid press that would sit here. And you know it. So wait a minute. You have shocking information that would completely prove that all of this is a smear. But instead, you're going to be like, you know what? I'm just going to give $32 million out of my pocket to shut this woman up over the years. Not to mention the other millions of dollars that I've given over the years to women over this supposed sexual harassment. Yeah, I'm not really buying that. I'm just saying. Number one, if there's no merit, why did the agreement stipulate that all photos, text messages, and other communications between the two be destroyed? What if you've got nothing to hide? Why destroy it? That seems weird. You don't destroy things if you've done nothing wrong. And I'm sorry, but again, $32 million, that's an enormous number. The suit, I believe, with Andrea Macris was only $9 million. And I'm saying only $9 million in the context of this was $32 million. That's an amazing amount of money. He had to have done something wrong. But of course, he's going to continue to deny it because he's Bill O'Reilly. And not only that, but he's going to start taking out his anger in a strange place. He's actually going to blame God. He said on his radio show, you know, am I mad at God? Yeah, I'm mad at him. I wish I had more protection. I wish this stuff didn't happen. I can't explain it to you. Yeah, I'm mad at him. No, he sexually harasses a woman. Can't explain that. Tide goes in, tide goes out. Can't explain that. I can't explain why God isn't protecting me while I'm going around harassing all these women. Well, maybe God's actually mad at you for harassing all those women. Maybe you don't get protection because you don't deserve protection. And so it's super gross. He's hiding behind religion now, even though he's mad at God. Why did bad things happen to good people, God? Why are the bad things happening to Bill O'Reilly, who's still super rich and is still allowed to go in the air? Why do bad things happen to Bill O'Reilly? God, disgusting. What's also even more disgusting is you've heard back there that he hid behind his kids. I'm not going to get into that too much, but I'm just saying it's gross. Okay. Him saying that, oh, no, the kids are going to get beat up in the press. Are they? Did the kids do anything? No, the kids didn't make you do any of that. You did that. Your kids are completely innocent of this entire deal. Nobody wants to talk about that. But you do. You keep wanting to bring that up because you want to hide behind your children. It's gross. You can no longer hide behind that. You can no longer hide behind your religion. And thankfully, you can no longer hide behind Fox News. And so what we're seeing right now, all over Hollywood, all over media, is a really, really big change. Women all over television are actually speaking up about what they've gone through when it comes to these men in positions of power. Again, Roger Ailes, Bill O'Reilly, Harvey Weinstein. We're at a tipping point, I think, where maybe we can actually, since we know what's going on, actually start doing something about it, holding these people accountable and getting some positive change. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent progressive media, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/TYTNation.